we've got our 2 buckets ready, one with water in, and this bucket is actually full of water with Wax Addiction shampoo, which is quite a nice one. And also I also use a bit of butter hammering, just a small amount. This is for rust protection. For the wheels, we're going to use Wax Addiction shampoo. And for snow foam, I'm using Wax Addiction snow foam. I'm now going to be using the Karcher K7 power washer. Now, before anybody mentions, this snow foam is going on pretty rubbish, to be honest. It's a Wax Addiction product. Now, they've no longer making this anymore, but on my car, because it's got paint protection film on it, it's just ideal for that type of thing. And realistically, that snow foam is like most snow foams. They're not the best in the world, but they're good for giving that lubrication between your cloth and your bodywork. And now we're letting the snow foam drool for around about 10 minutes, give or take. Next job, to spray some of this on. This is Wax Addiction wheel shampoo. Now, it is a very good product, but you wouldn't think so. It's a really good product if you've got well polished wheels. Right then, get our brushes out. Now, I have actually got ceramic coated wheels, so this shampoo is probably really good for this. It doesn't have those nasty things in it that turns your wheels purple. The brushes I've picked up from eBay, they are really good ones, but unfortunately what I do find is when you're going around the wheels, the actual fluffy bit tends to go back as a single form. So in fact it's not fluffy anymore. I prefer better ones than this, which I purchased later, but it's one thing with brushes, you never have enough of them. The brush I'm using here is a wallpaper brush. It's the one you put the paste on with. This brush is an absolutely beautiful brush because it's so soft, it really is good for your wheels. Or if you want to get into any of those delicate pieces, it really does work really well. Now I've finished cleaning all the wheels, we're now going to get all that pre-washed snow foam off the car. As you can see, there's not really a lot on the car, to be honest. And it's a damp day, and as I'm doing this, it is actually slightly raining as well, which is actually a nice day for washing your car really, and it's actually quite warm as well. Now for doing under the wheel arches, I've got an attachment to my Karcher K7. This is a Karcher part, and I believe it was around about £10. It might have been a bit dearer than that, but it's a very useful tool. As you can see, I'll get right under those wheel arches and get all that muck and rubbish off. Now I've finished all the wheel arches, we're going to get straight down to lubricating the car, ready for the main wash. Once again, this is a snow foam, just as it came. The reason is, this is like a second pre-wash, to be honest. And what it does is, it puts that distance between your cloth and the bodywork. So when you're washing your car, start from the roof first. And if you notice, I've got my 2 buckets. One is full of straightforward water, and in the bottom of that is a grit guard. Now in the other bucket, that has actually got Wax Addiction shampoo in it. The clear water is for washing out your mitt or cloth. It's just so you don't pull the bits back onto the car. Now we've practically washed the car, we need to get rid of all those soap suds, don't we? Once again, out with the K7, it just does a really good job, this does, removing all the suds off the car. Now one thing I would say is, if you're using any type of other product than what I'm using on windows, you really need to watch out, because some products which go onto windows are an absolute bitch to get off. But I will show you in another video how to remove the waxes from windows. And now let's see how I dry my car. It's very easy. Now I'd recommend, for drying your car, definitely get yourself one of these towels. It's almost like a microfiber towel, but they're large. The make of this one is called a mammoth towel. It is expensive, but it does the job. But remember, what I'm using this on at the moment, my car has actually got paint protection film on it. So even though I'm doing the drying properly, unfortunately, I'm not actually touching the paintwork at all. I'm actually touching basically a plastic film all the way around the car. And now for the wheels. Though the wheels are still damp, what I do with the wheels first, I spray them with auto grime rapid detailer for drying off. It just helps to break down the water. And once again, these wheels are ceramic coated, so they are going to be different to just straightforward wheels. Now for drying off the rear door shutters. Now I have actually washed this off camera, so now I'm going to be doing the doors, and I'm just going around with a detailing cloth, and on those detailing cloths I have actually got some detailing spray on them. Once again, we're going under the engine bay. Now my engine bay is pretty clean anyway. It hasn't actually been out very much, but it still gets washed. And this is one area, if you keep it clean all the time, it's always going to be looking like this, and it's no different. And once again, under the bonnet, and the best tool for this is getting yourself some detailing spray. Once again, this just breaks down all the water and it leaves that nice finish. And that Auto Gleam detailing spray does clean really, really nice. And it gives that nice, not over shininess, but it does help. And that's how you should keep your engine bays. And now for drying out those nitty gritty places, get yourself an airline and just blow out all the water, or alternatively get yourself a leaf blower. Now I've just bought a Works leaf blower and it works absolutely brilliant for doing this type of job. It just moves that water. It is so annoying when you get water after washing the car and drying it, and all the water bits just run down over the bodywork. And there she goes, just beautiful. Well, there you go, folks. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe and please share. And we'll see you again very shortly on the Crazy Baker channel. Laters!